Okay, this is a slideshow of my album of the number 47. Enjoy. These numbers are pretty obscure sometimes, so I've tried to leave them up on screen for a few seconds more. It's almost like a Find Waldo kind of thing. I'm not putting up any sort of banner or anything like that to explain what these numbers might mean. I know that there is a deep Star Trek lore connection, and I do not even come close to trying to attach it to that either. The number 47 has been a bit of a haunt in my life for quite a while now, at least since long before 2012. It's a bit shocking, and if you were to watch this all the way through and then watch it again, you may get a bit of the creep and the haunt of the connections here. This album is in order of dates captured, so these images are in the order of my photographing them. I have not changed the order of these, and I did not go looking for them either. They were just there, and I decided to photograph them like any other sort of phenomena that I couldn't understand. But it seems that in film, these numbers correlate to plot objects too severely for me to ignore. And for those mathematicians out there, or anyone else who can do elementary school arithmetic, I will note that the number 47 adds to 11. And I will also say that none of these images are staged, with the exception of context to content, meaning if I was photographing the screen, I tried to pause it so that you could see where I got it from, so that I could also give a little bit of a shout out to the persons that were presenting these images, and they were not presenting them in any sort of way regarding the number 47. They were just internal to the media. There seems to be a lot of plumbing objects that seem to have it, and a lot of products that seem to have the number 47. But it seems far too beyond coincidence for this number to just be there. Some of these numbers have historical context, and some don't. The oddity of the plot coincidence is a little overwhelming for me. And you'll notice that there seems to be a central echo to some of these assemblies of numbers. Sometimes they're displaced. With other haunting numbers around them. But the artistic juxtaposition of coincidence, like this one, where it's not just the one cassette that has this number, but there was a second cassette on the same video. I don't remember when I got these coffee cups, but I recorded as many of them as I noticed. We're the demo now. I mean, I'm not really sure. You see what I mean? 4'5", 5'2", and a 47-year-old virgin in this epic predicting film. The irony of the bank card. Again. See? Plumbing supply, pool products, coincidence. Their escape vehicle. More plumbing. And I think we have a couple of... Oh yes, Steins Gate. Yeah, that's kind of the way that makes me feel, is very Steins Gate. I don't remember, this is from a movie theater. I think this was around the time that Captain Marvel was coming out. And that's a little hard to see, but just beyond those smoky clouds in the image. Like I said, none of these are staged. These were just discovered. And the coincidence with this and the discussion about Princess Leia, it just really kind of blew my mind. Again. Not about Star Trek, but there you are. And It's a Wonderful Life, having a wonderful context for all of this as well, with alternate realities and alternate perceptions. And here comes another mega one. A character from an alternate dimension in Earth Final Conflict, meeting with another partner. Dead Zone, Episode 1, that's his door number. I mean, this is just... Oh, and this one from The Fringe. This is the photograph that changes the context of this episode. And the license plate is 5347S, it appears to me, or 53475. But that's definitely a 47. This moment where they're discovering drugs and running scared. And just for a little emphasis, the number 23 was a whole movie with Jim Carrey. The epic legendary film. And here comes the sequel. There's, of course, The Boys, where he's called out. Yes, Hannibal, the sequel. 9-2 surrounding the 4-7. First Contact, what an interesting position. And 3-4 is 7. This one is a bit of a flip-flop, but I couldn't pass up the 11-9 coincidence, where it kind of prompts you to add the number to 7. Sherlock Holmes, of course. Adventures of Tintin, and there's that 11 again. This is really just an experiment in presenting coincidence. James Bond's borrowed car in Cuba. Oh, particulars. I mean, come on. And yeah, the WeWork's disaster. And you see how the 4-8, 4-7. This one's fun. The form he's discussing is about the private ownership of personal weaponry. Like I said, there's some sort of follow-through on these coincidences. Xenophobes. Just like I said, this one also is a bit of a noodle, but he's sitting on that box. This is a moment of transformation for the beginning of this character. And Steve Rogers' address. I mean, come on. Is this supposed to be funny? I mean, what is the universe trying to say? And about that universe, I am a very big believer that coincidence is not really a thing. That there is something to all of this, that these sequences of events in our lives are part of a thread. Now this one, Jesus, I mean, come on, 4-7, 9-11. Farewell to Nostradamus. Robotech, that's the door that blocks them from getting anywhere else in the ship, so that him and Minmay can hook up. This is the code to open up the lock at the beginning of this film. The license plate when Motoko disappears before Togusa's eyes. There is a thread here that I find compelling enough to present this. That's the alleged culprit in this movie. And see, 8 with 3-4. And 11 again, right next to the 4-7. In a film about time travel and protecting one's mother. And this one is quite literally about a mother. Like I said, there's product IDs in here. Comes another one, I think. Yep. And W. Smith is the door that allows this character to enter into adventure. And this is the number of the bus in Tenacious D's Kickapoo. The number on the helicopter in The Thing. A little bit of addition required, but... And this one too. Japanese Olympics canceled. The numbers on the bomber. Grave of the Fireflies. I mean, I know there's a direct correlation there, but the bombs dropped long before that. Again, more plumbing and tile. I did tile work for many years and came across this number over and over and over again in products. Quite astonishingly. I mean, that's 74247. The odometer in Riding Bean. I mean, the guy is a car geek. Another product with a little bit of reflection there. More product numbers. And I think George required a double mention. And the boys, a double mention. Shout out to the YouTubers that I've collected some of these images from. There's a lot of them in this album. I mean, some of these films are groundbreaking. This was the key to a car I borrowed. And obviously a coffee cup I bought sometime around that same time period. And we all know what that theater is from. Episode 4, no less. From Rocky 3. And you see the 11 again, doubling for the 7. And Mickey's Gym. Thank you.